Welcome everybody to another World of Tanks replay. My name is Maxwell and this one is from the user Mr. Fart99. And he's driving the T28 heavy tank concept on a standard battle on live Orcs. This being a tier 7 tank destroyer for the Americans. It's one of the reward tanks. I think it's the second reward tank from the personal missions. You don't tend to see replays of this one very often because it tends to be a bit of a hunk of junk. It's not a fantastic tank destroyer for its tier, but every now and then somebody comes along who just feels an affinity with this tank or tank destroyer and is able to muster up something a little bit special, and this is going to be one of those occasions. So I've had a couple of people asking what has happened to the World of Tanks replays and why haven't there been any posted for a week. I'm still aiming to try and do 2 sub-replays every single week, but sometimes that goes down to 1. There is at least 1 every single week, and the reason for that just being that now that I'm back into live streaming World of Tanks, I have a lot more of my own content to show, and don't necessarily have the time to produce as many sub-replays. On the plus side, I think on the whole the sub-replays have been a lot better than when I used to do 3 to 4 of them a week. But like I said, plan is to aim for 2 a week at optimum, but at least 1 subscriber replay every single week at the minimum. So straight away, Mr. Fart's going to be heading into the town. Not the normal route for a tank destroyer, but it is going to prove to be to the benefit of his team. As you see, his allies already piling into the town and getting taken out. People taking fire left and right. Finds a Panzer 4H, continues to drive forward. Gets himself nicely angled. I think the Panzer's probably going to opt to shoot at somebody else rather than the T28. The only saving grace this tank has is because not many people own it. You don't see it very often. Panther just being a pal there and pushing out the T25 to his death. What a fantastic teammate he is. Panzer 4H comes out and gets ammo racked. He becomes kill number 1. So yeah, the saving grace of this tank is that because it's not often played, some people may not really know where to shoot this thing. By the way, you shoot it directly through the gun shield. That's its weakest point, and you should penetrate that every time. Does get a bit of damage on the ARL. His loader does get taken out, and the ARL tries to run for it, but the Sherman has got him in his sights. Comes around the corner onto the super helpful teammate, the Panther, and is going to start focusing down on this guy. Looks like if they can get this all wrapped up, then the battle will be well in their favour. Going to go now for the T50. Just gives him a ram in the face to get his attention. T150 bounces and then gets taken out for kill number 3. Still an AMX M4. He fires, as does the 30-01. Mr. Fart going to focus on the 30-01 in the background, as he already had him in his sights. Bounces another shot. Now he's going to just focus down. But whoever this ass clown is in the way just completely blocks his shot. The Hellcat there. Luckily the 30-01 was stubborn and just didn't want to fall back. He's not going to reload in time, so he's going to switch across to the Scorpion. And it looks like at this range nobody can pick out his weak spot. Does take some artillery fire, which does shave off a huge chunk of his hit points. Now going to try and focus on this AMX. Only got a critical hit, but has taken his track out, and he's left hanging in the open. Going to continue to focus down on the rear wheel, trying to put some damage through his side armor as well, while keeping him tracked. If they can keep him pinned in place, there's somebody else firing from the front as well, and he should get taken out very, very quickly. That's kill number 4. Now just got to pay attention to the Scorpion and the 30-01 that is in the front. This game's still fairly even, or in fact entirely even now at 9 kills to 9. So definitely not a foregone conclusion, even though Mr. Fart's come to the city and absolutely wreaked havoc. Picked himself up 5 kills now and over 3,000 points of damage. Got to be careful, this Scorpion can be dangerous, but he gets taken out by the T29. And the game is still all even at 11 to 11. Every time they knock somebody out, the enemy replies in kind. What looks like on that right-hand flank. SU-152 going to push forward with the T29, and Mr. Fart going to head back to the cap circle. Going to offer some support to his KV-1 teammate. And we'll just speed this one up until we get back into the action. Although the armor at this thing is pretty good at a distance, he only has 150 hit points. So a stray shot, a well-placed shot, or a lucky one will be able to take him out very, very quickly. He's got to be very aware of this 30-01's positioning. Because if he takes a shot in the side armor, he is a goner. Gets a great shot on the ELC there to finish him off and pick up his Top Gun medal, evening out the score at 12-12. That looks like it is going to be the Tiger or the T1 Heavy pushing up the right-hand side. It is the Tiger. We're not quite sure how much health he has. So he's just going to have to head back to his cap circle and try and defend against this one. Setting himself up in case the 30-01 was coming from the rear, but it looks like the SU-152 might have this covered. Does find the Tiger in the background there. He's only got 160 health. That shot wasn't quite enough. The Tiger 1 probably has the reload advantage, but if he can angle himself well enough at this distance, he's not going to take any damage. Wasn't able to get a shot through the Tiger 1. He's playing a dangerous game here. Does take a hit, but it only takes out his track. His shot takes out the Tiger for kill number 7. And this game is still all even at 13 kills to 13. The 30-01 looks like he's trying to flank around the SU-152. And Mr. Fart is not in range to help. The SU is trying desperately to run. Probably going to be charging down towards the T1, because if he's going to die, he at least wants to get some damage onto the T1 Heavy. And that is probably the smartest thing he could do in this situation. As it is, the T1 Heavy just takes him out. Don't know if the SU-152 was able to get a shot off at the T1 Heavy, or whether that was a ram. And now Mr. Fart has a little bit of a mountain to climb. Both of these guys are only one-shots, but so is he. Going to set himself up in a decent hold-down spot. Going to maybe wait for the 30-01 or the T1 Heavy to poke over the top. It looks like both of them playing very cagey, despite having the numbers advantage. Maybe they don't realise that the last remaining tank for the Allies is also only a one-shot. Best chance they've got is flanking, which is what they are trying. Panics that shot just a little bit and flies to the rear of the VK-30-01. He's doing the smart thing of trying to flank. This would be the opportunity of the T1 Heavy to come charging in from the front. Hopefully they're not just going to go in one at a time, because that's the only way that Mr. Fart's going to be able to win this one. As you can see, he realises this as well. The 30-01 has stopped and is waiting behind the house. No, it looks like they're both flanking around the same direction for some reason. The T1 has a shot, and he gets taken out. What a shot. He needs to bounce this from the 30-01. He's angling. He takes the hit, but he's got 19 health left. Now they are both definitely one-shots. And this is going to be really, really awkward. But no, the 30-01 apparently is just left himself out in the open. He gets taken out. He becomes kill number 9, 3,500 points of damage and picking up the victory. So awesome replay there from Mr. Fart99, doing all of that and picking up the win for his team. So thank you very much for sending that replay in. Don't forget, guys, if you've got yourself a great replay, then send that into replay@screenreality.com. Link for that's in the description. I've been Maxwell. This has been a World of Tanks replay, and I'll catch you guys next time.